I apologize. It started that way, and we never did change it. All right. As it moves up or down or sideways, so does the tracking spot. And the principles for its operation are quite easy to see. If you'll turn it over, Don. Can you hear me, Don? Would you turn it over and we'll see? Right. Its principle is that there are two wheels that roll on the surface. But since they're at right angles and kind of sharp edges, one will roll and the other slide in one direction. Each of these wheels controls through a potentiometer with a voltage output sampled by an 880V converter, the numbers taken in by the computer at sample times as to what the horizontal vertical components are to be of where it should put the tracking spot. And as the mouse moves over a surface, then each of those wheels either slides sideways without rolling or rolls an amount that very closely duplicates the particular component of horizontal or vertical in the net motion it makes. All right, if you take a mouse and move it, joint file usage is something that is very powerful here. I went off to a file that we were working on as we were getting ready, the early parts of this presentation, and it was a message, it was something that three of us used a lot between us to coordinate the planning, task, contingency plans, the special needs and NLS for the fall joint, things like that. We developed a message technique so we could leave messages for each other. Under there are usage conventions, and let me just tell you about that. Underneath here, we direct messages to each other that we can unfold and see. But many times, you didn't want direct messages as much as you just like to go through and leave a message for somebody. So we worked out that the conventions would be, where's an example? The convention we're going to use is that we would send a message to a guy. If I wanted to send Bill English, WKE, a message, I would put that in the file, WKE from DCE, with that pound sign in between. So any statement that's marked like that means there's a message to him from me. If I want to, I can say was also for Dave Evans, like that. So that's from me to both of them. All right, we have this thing we call a content analyzer, Jeff mentioned briefly, in which we can write expressions in a language. Let's just come down here and look. Here's a little expression in a special language that means I'm going to look for Mr. XXX, a message from him. All right, what if I say I want that XXX to be DCE? That says someplace in there I want to find that pound sign and DCE. So we've got a little compiler. We say from there, compile it. Comes back and says I did it okay. And now I can say, all right, only show me the statements that passed the test, that someplace in them they have that string. There they are. So in every one of those, that's from DCE, DCE. You go down there and look for it. How this one, here. This is to anybody from DCE. Then I can say, well, turn off that filter. How about for so-and-so? So I can say, all right, this is for WKE, a message for Bill. The rest of this pattern here says it's got a corner up there, and I say, now computer, do the automatic switching that'll bring in a camera picture from the camera mounted on his console, such as the camera mounted on mine is. Hi, Bill. That's great. Now we're connected audio. You can see my work. You can point at it, and I can see your face, and we can talk. So let's do some collaborating. You're silent. Oh.
What do you want me to say?
Yeah. There's nobody here but a large audience, Bill.
All right.
All right. So let's go talk about information retrieval. And there are a lot of things I've been showing them, and